Hey guys, Jay back at it with another video. Sorry it's been a while. Things got really hectic and chaotic. I was definitely feeling it a lot, um, as well as just doing the daily motions of life. Today I am here to talk to you about Schumann updates as well as what's been going on with the solar energy on the planet. One thing that I've definitely noticed here recently is that the energy has just been super explosive, um, to a point where it feels super hard to be present. Um, a lot of anxiety has come up in a way. Um, I've found a way to deal with that is definitely just grounding. If you are wearing crystals or anything of that nature, just be aware of what effects those are having on you. Um, for instance, I don't know if any of you know what moldavite is, I'm sure some of you do. But I used to wear this daily all the time and have no problems because I had adjusted to it. In recent times, however, if I'm wearing this for too long, I will basically start to feel very lightheaded, anxious, or almost like I'm tripping sometimes. Um, so, that being said, I'm wearing this guy less frequently right now. Um, Also, having a grounding stone. This one was given me. This is a obsidian, and I know some people may or may not believe in the healing properties of crystals and whatnot. However, if you don't believe, I would say use the scientific method, which is mess around and find out, you know. Um, to me, it's so evident that sometimes I'll forget that I have something in my pocket and I'll be feeling some type of way and only later find out, oh, oops, I had, this ring in my pocket or, um, just different stones basically. Um, One big theme that has been coming up recently is being balanced and harmonized in your thoughts and emotions. Right now, it is very crucial to focus on daily life and purpose. Um, However, a lot of us, I feel, have kind of put that on the back burner somewhat. We have all these excuses like, oh, COVID, the world's crazy, whatnot. Is this the best time to start this? And I would say go for it. But also, and that's a big but, don't exhaust yourself because right now, with the mind being as energized as it is, I've found it very easy to get very anxious about that and about the future state of things. And I would say one thing that helps me a ton is just writing out what my goal is and writing one step towards it, um, or break it down into steps and just start to try and take the first one the best you can. Um, I think one thing that's been really major too is self care. Um, right now, I feel like there's kind of a harmonization that's taking place between the heart and the brain. Um, and it's kind of, until they're balanced out, sometimes it can kind of be a war. Um, so if you are feeling anxious, I would encourage you to slow down and to take a more childlike approach to what it is that you're doing, and also tune into what is the intention of the thing you're doing. If the thing you're doing is only ego based or material based or driven, that will create a lot of anxiety, and that is your heart saying, okay, sure, you could do that, but am I going to feel good about it? Is this something I could stand on? Is this something that means something to me? Or is this something I do for validation and whatnot? Um, so I think one really nice thing about this is that it has been showing me who the most authentic version of myself is. And this has rippled all the way down into my social interactions, and my own daily thoughts of, I would say uh, that I'm a fairly empathic person, and I don't say that as a badge, I say that more as a place of that is something that I've been overly empathic with to the point where um, I have been anxious being in rooms with too many people and things like that. Just really feeling it all has been too much, and to the point where I have in the past given my power away and not stood my ground at points. And on the opposite side of that, that tends to lead to lashing out too. Eventually, it'll snap, and I think that's why this harmonization is really big right now. Is it's leading us to how can I deal with the solution or the issue without putting too much energy into it. Um, I have found that embodiment is really crucial, and basically that to me has been the solution for the anxiety, because when I am feeling all these things, and this will get heightened with the Schumann for sure. The way I picture it is like your field expands, right? So if people are within a certain bubble of you, or if you are potentially have worked through majority of your blockages past probably the sixth chakra, you're going to be feeling almost everyone at that point. Um, so, as much demonization as the ego gets, we are also individual people that are meant to be embodied and have individual preferences and have the ability to say no. So, one thing that's really great, I'm definitely going to be doing more videos on, is embodiment techniques for another YouTuber talks about framing, I believe, and that's just your ability to separate um, yourself from your surroundings, which saves your energy if you're an empath and helps you to stand your ground a lot. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited to see where things go. Um, I think that things forward from here are going to be really awesome, but also challenging and confronting. Um, I could see in the collective there's a lot of tension, and I think that we're all gonna have to stand our ground and learn to be individuals versus going with the flow of society and you know this this group mindset. We're social creatures, but this group mindset definitely has been a downfall. I know we could think of certain times when certain illnesses were perhaps going around, and things associated with that, and some people, initially said, hey, that's not for me, and now they have given in to peer pressure, and that kind of passed. But where are you gonna stand in the future, and sticking with that will be crucial. And not necessarily talking about with illness itself, but just different things, some things like in the United Kingdom, and you know I think that's one thing that's really been coming up too, is just do not worry if you're in alignment, because things will happen, and you have to have faith, and you gotta trust that, or at least that is how I feel when I look at it and I see things. And I actually have come to notice, especially with the mind running as high as it has, that um, sure, do what you can, do it at what pace you can. Don't burn yourself out. There are times to push and times not to. But the more we hold on and cling to things, the harder it is to be in the state of it actually happening. And I could speak to this in many different ways. But overall, I see that I'm not after the things that I see. I'm not after whatever it is, the job title, the relationship, the house, it's not that which I'm after. It is the feeling of whatever it is being fulfilled. So, say I'm in a rough neighborhood, then I'm worried about security and I think I want this house. But what I'm coming to realize is it's not that you're after. It is the security in that case. And what can you do to fill in that space to take care of yourself and others in that role? Oh, I just got some trick-or-treaters. I think they're pre-trick-or-treating. Anyway, sorry, I got a little distracted there. Well, yeah, I think I'm about ready to wrap it up for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, I will be doing more on the framing techniques, and we'll be getting into some really fun stuff here soon in terms of creation and the inner child, psychology, things like that, tying into Schumann and just the whole works. Anyway, thanks so much again for watching, and like and subscribe. Thank you.